Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I have done a sit down talking head video. But today you are in for a treat. We are doing a story time with how I increased my business revenue for 2022 while working with less clients and doing half the marketing effort. And in addition to the story time, this is also going to be a special Crumbl Mukbang, okay? If you can tell, this is Crumbl upside down. This is Crumbl, and I went today. I have never had Crumbl before, so this is going to be my first time trying them. But while I was out traveling, everyone was talking about it, so I had to try it. So we're going to taste this Crumbl, and I'm also going to share how I increased my business revenue while slashing my clientele in half, and the principle I use so that you can do the same thing. What up, Kingdom Builders? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Evaughn, your favorite business strategist in these internet streets. I coach corporate professionals and first-time entrepreneurs on how to turn their skills, talents, and expertise into profitable online service-based businesses. Welcome to Soul Struck Land. This is my internet home where I teach you how to go from confused to the ethical, cash generating boss that we both know you are meant to be. And like I mentioned in today's video, this is going to be a special mashup story time plus Crumbl Mukbang. My first mukbang. I don't think I've ever done a mukbang on this channel. No, so we are in with the new in 2023, okay? But in today's video, I felt like I wanted to share this. In the next video, I'm going to be doing a plan with me. It's a little bit later than normal, but I'm going to do my plan with me video to plan my 2023 business year. But before I do that, I wanted to just share something that I did different last year that really helped me to scale my business, start thinking more of a business as a business owner rather than just a solo entrepreneur, and how that has helped me to scale my business without relying on social media and without having to work with so many clients. So let me go ahead and start with a little bit of background in case you are new here and you haven't watched any other videos. Around March last year, I actually decided that I wanted to take a break from social media and that I no longer wanted to rely on specifically Facebook and Instagram in order to market my business online. And the reason why I made that decision, I got a little Starbucks here. This is a cinnamon dolce latte, which is my third favorite drink on the menu at Starbucks. My first favorite drink is the white chocolate mocha, and my second favorite drink is kind of 2 for 1. It's the peppermint white chocolate mocha, and if it's Christmas time, I like the toasted white chocolate mocha, okay? That's my drink. Last year in March, I decided that I wanted to stop relying so heavily on Facebook and Instagram in order to market my business online. And the reason why I came to that decision was because I was an Instagram OG, okay? I was using Instagram way back 2013, 2014, where it was really easy to build relationships, to build business connections. I have so many relationships that I've built with clients as well as peers in the industry just from like engaging on Facebook, through Facebook groups, or on Instagram. And Instagram has changed so much over the years. Facebook has changed so much over the years. You don't have to rely on my perspective of me thinking that it's changed. You could just look at news articles. You could look at different press releases that Facebook themselves have put out saying that they're trying to come up with new business strategies to bring millennials back to the platform, right? Because so many millennials like myself who started out on social media, who made Facebook popular, we decided to spend more time on other social media platforms. And then also we saw so many changes with Instagram to where I just kind of realized, okay, there were some good changes that came along with Instagram through the years. When Instagram went from just being that square tile to you could add videos up to 60 seconds, right? When they added stories, when you could first go live, you could only go live for a limited amount of time, or only certain people had access to going live. Like, I saw that evolution of Instagram to where it was like, wow, these are really powerful changes that can be really beneficial to my business. And then over time, I would say like 2020, 2021, I started to kind of see that growth of Instagram marketing kind of hit a peak and then start to come down, where Instagram was becoming less and less effective for my business. And then also it was costing me more time, more money, more effort to actually generate leads on Instagram than it had in the past. And so with me just looking at my business, looking at my statistics, I was like, why am I continuously investing so much effort into a platform that's constantly changing, and it's changing in a negative way, right? And then I realized that Instagram currently doesn't even have a marketing strategy of their own. So I shouldn't be basing my strategy off of someone who doesn't have a strategy, because my strategy is always going to be at the mercy of the changes that Instagram decides to make, the changes that Facebook decides to make. And so I started thinking about like, well, what are some things that I can do instead of relying on social media, instead of using Facebook, instead of using Instagram? And so I navigated to other platforms where I was able to get a better premium quality client, but also I didn't have to use as much effort in order to attract those clients. Back in April of 2020, I started rereading one of my favorite business books. It is the 4-Hour Work Week. It is something that I have been striving towards for myself. I don't necessarily say striving towards a 4-hour work week where I work 1 hour a day, or just like 4 hours per week. But I do want to get down to where I only have to work maybe 2 to 3 hours per day, 4 days a week. So maybe like a 8 to 12 hour work week would be fine with me, right? And I still have tons of work-life balance. But with that being said, I have started implementing a lot of the principles that I learned in 4-Hour Work Week to my life as well as my business. And so one of the strategies that Tim Ferriss talks about in the book, I'm so bad at this mukbang thing, I haven't even started eating yet. I just get to talking. The coffee is good though. Let me move this over here. All right, so I went to Crumbl. This is my first time ever going to Crumbl. While I was traveling, I saw a lot of people going, and I guess like the big thing with Crumbl is the fact that they have like a different menu every single week. So every time you go, you may end up getting something different, right? So today, I ended up getting the Crumbl cake cookie. I got the mystery cookie for this week, which is a cranberry white chocolate cookie, and this looks good. I'm really excited about this one. I got the classic pink sugar cookie. This cookie is typically on the menu every day. I'm too far away from the camera, you guys. And then I also got the, I believe this was lemon cake, if I'm correct. I'm not going to eat all 4 of these cookies. They are ridiculously big. And I'm supposed to be starting a diet in a couple days. So I treat myself, reward myself before I actually start the diet. All right. But let's try this caramel cake. Yeah, it's good. It really just tastes like a sugar cookie to me with caramel icing. With buttery caramel icing. I love a cookie or a cake that has a very rich butter flavor, and that's what this caramel cake cookie has. I like it. one of the principles that Tim Ferriss talks about in the book is an age-old statistical principle that we have all heard through our childhood when we were in math class, when we were in science class, the age-old Pareto principle, right? And basically with this principle, it says that statistically, you can expect that 80% of the reward is based on 20% of the efforts are the cause, right? Kind of like cause and effect. So in the book, Tim Ferriss talks about how he applied the Pareto principle, or better known as the 80-20 rule, to his own business. He looked at his revenue and he realized that 80% of his revenue was coming from 20% of his clientele. And so what he did was he got rid of the other 80% of clients, which were the problem clients that were always late on their payments, the ones always complaining, that, treated the staff bad. So he cut out all of that dead weight and just focused on serving the 20% of clients that were bringing in 80% of the revenue. So when I read this book, I decided, okay, how can I make this work for my business? How can I apply the 80-20 rule? So what I did was I took kind of how Tim Ferriss used it, but I decided that I was going to look at my clientele and look at the top 20% of my clientele that was bringing in the most revenue. And what I did was, your girl loves a good market survey. So what I did was I identified the top 20% of my own personal business clientele, and I started to reach out to those people. Your girl loves a good market survey and doing market research. So I looked at what made those people qualify for the top 20 percentile. And these were my clients that pretty much purchased the majority of courses that I ever released throughout my business. They were people who had participated in my business accelerator, my lunch accelerator. They were clients who had hired me for VIP days, or clients that had worked with me one-on-one in some type of capacity. So I reached out to those people and I either asked them to jump on a quick coffee chat with me, and if I didn't get a response from them about jumping on a coffee chat, I sent out an email survey and was like, hey, can you take the time to fill out this 3-minute survey? And so basically, whether they did the coffee chat or they answered the email survey that I sent, which went to a type form, I just asked them questions about what made them work with me, what did they like about working with me, what did they like about the products and services that they purchased, as well as what did they need most moving forward, and how did they think that I could best serve them. And so when I did my market research in the surveys, one thing that was a reoccurring theme in the responses from people is, listen, we are tired of long drawn out courses. We are tired of things that are like done, advertised as done together. And we just want someone who can do it for us, right? I don't want to learn how to do it. I just want to pay someone to do it for me. And based on their responses, what I ended up doing was creating a full service lunch service, right? So instead of people going through my lunch accelerator and going through the 8-week program, kind of DIY style, where they have access to the course, they have the weekly coaching calls, I decided to implement a full service lunch service where basically I would help people to build their lunch campaigns from start to finish, from end to end. So if they were doing a webinar to launch a new program, I would set up their webinar for them. I would build the registration page. I would set up all their emails before the webinar, after the webinar. I would set up their sales page, anything that they needed, all the different moving parts for their launch. I would technically build it for them. And so what I ended up doing was I created 2 different packages. I had one package that was full service lunch support, where I did all their sales copy. So I would write the language for their sales page, their emails, and all of that. And then I had another package that was the copy that the words that go on the sales page, the emails, and all that, plus the actual tech setup. So if you were setting up a webinar, I would actually set up your webinar for you. If you were going to use email marketing, I will also set up your email sequences and make sure all of your workflows are working. And so when I did that, it allowed me to really scale the revenue in my business with working with a smaller pool of clients. I only offered this full service lunch support to my premium clients, that top 20% of people who had already spent at least $600-700 with me or more. I only offered it to those people. And when I offered it to those people, I ended up basically building lunch campaigns for the same clients over and over again. Whereas before, when I did my lunch accelerator or my business accelerator, typically people would come into the accelerator, they go through the program, and then I don't really work with that person again on a high level, right? Now that person may stay in my ecosystem. They may purchase like small, low ticket courses or templates and digital products from me. But once I got that big sale for the accelerator, if they bought from me in the future, it was typically like low ticket cost stuff, like stuff under $97, maybe like a $40-50 mini course or like a $50 template set or something like that. So when I was able to turn those one-time clients that typically only worked with me once into reoccurring clients, where I was able to work with them over and over and over again for their Black Friday campaign. Maybe they launch a new course. Maybe they turn a course from live to making it evergreen, and then they come back and hire me again so that I could build out that campaign. I increased my average customer value from only being a few $100s to a couple of $1,000. And I was able to do that by simply applying the Pareto principle to my business. I want you to think about how you can apply the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, to your own business. Are you noticing that maybe you have a group coaching program and 80% of your clients are struggle clients? They're the headache clients, right? That you hate working with. Is there a way that you can cut that dead weight, cut that fat, so that you can focus on the premium clients that don't cause you all the headaches, that don't require a lot of your time, that aren't constantly sending you emails, so that you can streamline your business, and while doing so, actually increase your revenue too? This cookie is the white chocolate cranberry. I love cranberries. I love, like a long time ago, I think Subway used to have like a cheesecake cranberry cookie or something. So I love white chocolate. That is good. I like this cranberry and white chocolate. It's a little hard. It isn't as soft as the caramel one, but it's still good. So think about how you can apply the Pareto principle or the 80-20 rule to your own business. When you look at your business, do you have a lot of headache clients that are fat that you can trim, right? That can help you to streamline your business. Do you notice that when you send out invoices every single month, you have the same clients that are always late, that are always asking for payment extensions? Do you have clients that are always emailing you with questions? And consider, if you eliminated those clients, would it actually help you to increase your revenue and actually clean up and streamline the operations in your business? And so after I read that and I actually applied it to my business, I was like, you know what? Tim Ferriss may be onto something here. Pareto might be onto something here. So now that I have applied the 80-20 rule to my business last year, as far as creating a new service to cater to the top 20% of clients that I have, I actually want to extend on the Pareto principle and apply it to other areas of my business. So in the next video, I'm actually going to do my planning session for this year. And in that planning session, my goal is to see what areas of my business I can actually apply the Pareto principle to. So one thing that I'm actually looking at now, I have created tons of courses throughout the years, probably 30, 40, maybe even 50 something courses. And I'm pretty sure when I actually look into the sales from those courses, the majority of my sales are probably coming from maybe 10 or so, maybe not even 10 or so of those courses. So I may be able to streamline my courses that I'm actually promoting and selling. I may also be able to apply it to other services that I offer. I may be able to apply it for like how I'm using email marketing. So I will be going through my business review and the planning session so that I can actually just figure out if Pareto is onto something and how I can apply this principle to other areas of my business so that I can continue to scale. So make sure you turn on those notifications so you will be the first one to get notified when I upload my business planning video. Okay, now in the meantime, if you don't want to wait for the next video to come out and you just want to jump into being able to plan your business for 2023, then hop down in the description of this video and make sure you sign up for my annual business planning workshop. It is instant access and it will walk you through the exact steps that I use to plan my entire business, the entire year in one setting. I map out my offers, I set my income goals, I outline my marketing campaigns and promotions, what I'm going to offer each quarter, each month. All of that I do in one planning session. So if you want to jumpstart your year, make sure you jump down in the description and you grab the Plan Your Year Like a Boss workshop so you could get started. And if you're not for sure if this planning session is for you, don't worry about it. Just hit the subscribe button and come back next week when I upload the Plan With Me video, and I will actually walk you through how I use the planning workshop and the business planning session for myself in my own business to make sure that I'm hitting goals, I'm hitting milestones, and I'm able to scale. All right, so let's get back to tasting these cookies, y'all. I know y'all probably like, girl, this is not a mukbang. You ain't took but 2 bites off of them cookies. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a talker. I like to talk, okay? So I'm gonna finish tasting these cookies for y'all. This is the pink sugar cookie. Can you see it? Come on. Oh, this camera is so far away. And this is a regular on the menu at Crumbl. From my understanding, the pink sugar cookie and the chocolate chip cookie are always on the menu. So hopefully it's good. If it's always on the menu, it gotta be good, right? It definitely tastes like a sugar cookie. It's so, you see how this is folding and bending? It's so soft. And it tastes like a sugar cookie. But this pink sugar frosting is super, 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 super sweet. I love sweets, but I don't like sweets that are really sugary. Jesus. That's a lot of sugar. That's why I can't eat all these cookies. Alright. But, alright. This is the lemon cookie that was on the menu for this week. I love lemon. So, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get a piece of this cookie without the frosting on it. Okay. No. Y'all, Crumbl is a scam. First of all, this lemon cookie and the sugar cookie practically taste the same, right? So it's like they both have the same sugar cookie bottom, and then the frosting is just different. So like this one has the lemon frosting, and then the other one has the pink sugar frosting. But the cookie itself, they both taste the same. So Crumbl might be scamming. Let me find out y'all are actually baking the same sugar cookie every week and just adding a different frosting. But overall, the cookies are delicious. The pink sugar one is definitely sugary and super sweet. It would probably be my least favorite. I loved the caramel cake one. It would probably be my favorite. And second would be the cranberry white chocolate. So, if I had to rate Crumbl on a scale of 1 to 10, your girl is going to give Crumbl a good 7.5. Like, it wasn't nothing spectacular or crazy about the cookies. They were good, but not like, oh my God, I have to have this every day type of thing. Like, nothing but cakes. Like, nothing but cakes, okay? Listen, that confetti, nothing but cake is so good. I could eat those every day. The double chocolate chip, I could eat it every single day, okay? But nothing but cakes, definitely 10 out of 10. Crumbl, we're going to go with a 7.5. Thanks so much for stopping by my internet home, hanging out with me in this crazy Storytime mukbang mashup. Make sure you subscribe, you like, comment, and turn on those notifications so you will be the first one to get notified when I upload another video just like this one, and also to check out the planning session that will be uploaded same time next week. All right, bye y'all.